Deal Ray, your intuition's mouthpiece. It's been a long time. I recently got over a little bug. No, I wasn't drinking Coronas with lime, okay? But I was a little bit under the weather last week, and we are back. A lot of great things. We're going to get into this video. You're going to learn about, it's not actually voodoo doll, but I titled this video that because that's how people seem to know this form of magic, sympathetic magic. Um, it's also poppet magic, also known as. It's more hoodoo than voodoo than anything, because these dolls usually you wouldn't find too much of these in voodoo. But before I get into that, like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. And if I forgot to mention, like, share, subscribe, and thrive in that order, the order of operations. Something very special has occurred. A lot of work has been done, even though being under the weather and stuff like that. I'd like to introduce my wife's shop, BORA'S, Bora, BORA'S BRUJA Boutique. That's right, BORA'S BRUJA Boutique. The link will be in the description. That's where all of our physical products, our oils, these wonderful Bruja quantum dolls. Woo-hoo! Yeah, that's right. We're going to get into that in just a moment. These are also available on the site, and you're going to find out in just a minute why you want to grab you one of these immediately, okay? But all of our oils, tarot purses or covers for your tarots, like so many different things are coming out there, lots of jewelry. So anything physical, crafty, magical that you can use to continue making 2020 the best year yet. Okay, and 2021 as well too, because that's going to be here before you know it. But you're going to find all those things on BORA'S BRUJA Boutique. Okay, I'm going to be covering more. I'm going in a totally different direction. You're about to see. I got my magnum opus about to drop here soon, so I'm very excited. About 3 years in the making for this. So y'all remember the membership site? Okay, says I'm live again. Um, I don't know where I cut out. We'll start again. Why Poppet Magic? Well, first of all, why the hell not? Okay. No, Poppet Magic, also known as sympathetic magic. Okay. Also correspondence magic. If you want to get scientific with it, we can start talking about quantum entanglement as well, because that definitely plays a part in this. And of course, now quantum entanglement is a real fucking thing. Okay. Albert Einstein even labeled a certain effect of quantum entanglement as action at a distance. Being able to link two seemingly unrelated objects to where you can tether them together. I'm just speaking in layman's terms because I'm a layman, okay? Where you could tether them together and have one affect the other and vice versa, no matter the distance, okay? So basically, when you're talking about puppet magic or voodoo doll magic or any type of sympathetic magic, you're basically talking about two different kinds. The law of similarity. So, my good friend here, okay, crafting something in the likeness, in the similarity of something else. If you get it just right, you can definitely affect that which it is similar to. All right. Then there's the law of contact. The law of contact. The law of contact is basically something that either you touched or was on your person's or body, even though it is no longer touching you. For example, a fingernail, a hair, something like that. It was once a part of you, now it's not. It was once in contact with you, such as worn clothing, underwear, you name it, a hat, a brush, a comb, a toothbrush, whatever, something that was in contact with you. All right. After having been in contact with you, um, many mystics also looked at it as there was an established link now between the two. Okay. Now, this, uh, call this what is Bruja Quantum Doll, because we are utilizing a lot of the information that we now know as quantum entanglement, quantum um, physics, if you will, which is what basically our ancestors and the ancients were doing all along anyway. We just put new clothes on it, new titles on it. That's all we're talking about here. Okay, but these particular dolls, poppets, effigies, if you will, we like to incorporate both. All right. We want it similar to whatever the target is, whoever the target is, but we also want something that, can be used. These are fully customizable, but we'll get into that. Okay. So everything seen comes from the unseen. Okay. And we know now that the universe is holographic in nature. Okay. That means everything that you perceive with your five senses basically is also holographic as well. Okay. So, a good, I don't want to say metaphor, but I heard a story a long time ago about a plate that had laser holographed image of a woman smoking a cigarette on it. That plate was broke in a bunch of different pieces, but every single little piece had, you would think like this little piece maybe had a piece of her titty or her arm or maybe the cigarette or a piece of her face or something like that. But no, every single piece had a smaller version of the woman smoking a cigarette. So it kind of goes into the whole thing of the all is in the little, just like the little is in the all. And that is true. You got to know that that's true already, or else you wouldn't even be watching some shit like this. Okay. But this is one of the principles that we're going to be using in constructing your very own quantum BRUJA doll. Okay. Because this is going to be used for witchcraft. But what kind of witchcraft? That's going to be up to you. Okay. So, what we're basically talking about here, for example, something like this. And I want to start with this as far as in uses for. So there's somebody that you're trying to draw to you, okay? And this person has remained elusive for a long time. Well, let me tell you something. You don't have to put up with going without anymore, okay? You can get you one of your quantum BRUJA dolls in the likeness and similarity and using something that has been in contact with your particular object of desire. And you can witness for yourself making things happen, making this person come to you. Okay. These can also be used if you need to dominate somebody in particular. Okay. Let's say you want to cross somebody up. If that's what you want to do, we make no judgment here. So you can also use it to cross somebody up. You can also use this to heal somebody. You can also use this to protect somebody. Okay, that's if you're using these quantum BRUJA dolls for somebody else. But I want to discuss something a little bit even funkier. Okay, what if you made one for yourself? That's right. What if you made one for yourself? Let me tell you what. You can begin to program your matrix, your reality. Yes, using a quantum BRUJA doll. Now imagine, let's say we want to take mini Shanguito here and we want to add more cash flow to mini Shanguito. Well, let me tell you something. Yes, the title says self-deification, okay? There's a lot more to that than just building a doll, but you can get somewhere by going from the inside out or from the outside in. This is a good example of going from the outside in, okay? This is also another way of programming. You can protect your doll. And in protecting your doll, you're also protecting yourself. Let's say you want to start making more money. This is my point. Some of you have altars, okay? Some of you got altars and in different situations at your house where you got statues of all these other gods and goddesses. You're a fucking god or a goddess. Are you not? Actually, you're even beyond that, okay? But why don't you have something in your likeness on your altar besides just a picture? Okay, that's what we're talking about. So I would never show my setup, but excuse me, it's gum. But it got stuck to the inside of my mouth. But okay, for example, let's say you want to start, you know, getting more cash or something like that. So you might put your mini you on your altar, okay? Give it a little bit of water, give it some flame, some candles, some fire, give it some air, some incense, maybe even have a little plant here representing the four elements, okay? Now let's say you want to drop some cash, so you drop change, you drop dollars, maybe you even want to drop a euro or some yens or something. Go to the bank and trade you out a couple dollars for some yens or whatever. International money, right? You put that on your altar. Sprinkle a little bit of magnetic sand on that shit too. Watch what happens. Let's say you want more romantic partners. So you go and find likenesses or little dolls or figures that represent something that represents to you, that's the most important part, you know, an influx of possible suitors, possible romantic interests, you know. Maybe there's somebody specific you want to draw to you. You can also put that person's picture, okay? So you may not have a poppet of them, but you've been working your own poppet, okay? Your own little god or goddess, okay? So now you put that in there too. My point is, this is also a way of programming your subconscious mind as well, okay? So you're working from the outside in, which is fine, you know. Another way of looking at that would also be from an outside in approach, would be like dealing with emotional trauma, but through the body. Because you can do it through the mind, you can do it through self hypnosis, you can go really deep inside the subconscious mind that way, or you can also go through the body. The body is where your emotions are stored, you know? So sometimes even going and getting a massage or something like that, people have been known to just burst out and cry because when you start getting a massage or whatnot, it moves that energy. So energy that has been stuck, has been, you know, blocked up in certain parts of your body, which is also more than likely places where you're going to feel the most pain. A lot of people maybe have that lower back shit, depending on what they've been feeling throughout their life or recently or for the last couple of years or whatever it is. My point is, there's more than one way to skin a cat, okay? This is a very, very powerful way. Now, what we have, BORA'S Quantum BRUJA doll is actually a kit. And you get to determine what you want to use this for. Do you want to use this for somebody else? Or do you want to use it for yourself? If you're using it for somebody else, the standard colors are red, black, and white. Red is for either love and lust, domination, okay? Black is for cursing, hexing, crossing up. More than likely, you're going to probably end up destroying the black doll, okay? Depends how you want to use it. All dolls also come with their own rituals that you can perform. However, we do something very special that nobody is doing out there. I don't care if you go on fucking Etsy or do whatever. There is a certain consecrational process that must happen with your doll and the target, whether the target is somebody else or whether it's you. But before we get into that, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. So what your kit would include would be a custom made quantum BRUJA doll, okay, with the likeness of whoever you choose to be on it. If you have any personal effects, let's say it's from yourself, for yourself, or it's of your target, that will be going into the doll. The doll is also made with Irish moss inside also. Besides special herbs and oils, very trace amounts, but there because we don't want it to come through this is all natural, 100% cotton. It also comes with a candle of your choice, depending on, like I said, what you're using it for. If you're using it for love and lust or domination, you're going to get a red candle. Crossing up obviously is black. And healing and or protection work, your doll's going to be in white. And it also comes with a dram of very specially consecrated oil. Now, there's no oil in this because it all depends. These are all custom made. When you order them, you get to put that information in. Okay. and you get to specify exactly how you want it and for what your purpose is. And besides the painstaking process of making one of these, and look, I got girth to me too. Okay? Yeah, check me out. Huh? Check this out. All right? Yeah, man. Okay? So but what was I going to say here? I don't know.
You're having too much fun.
Yes, it is fun. I got me, myself, and me. That's all I got in the end. All right. So you definitely want to jump on this though. I'm telling you, besides the painstaking craft of actually putting this together, okay, BORA'S shit, BORA'S a craft extraordinaire. You will see when you receive yours, okay. And like I said, it has its own instructions already. It's gonna be in your package, depending on what it's for, okay. And of course, you can always do your own rituals with your poppet as well. So you get to keep on using. This is the gift that's going to keep on giving. Now, if you notice, they're not that damn big, but they ain't that small either. So if you are working a target, you may want to keep this very discreet, okay? Because I'm sure you don't want to be working this shit and somebody come in and be, why you got a doll of so and so, you know? And or but that's if you give a shit about what people care. I personally don't, okay? So if you came over to my house, you'd see my altar to myself. Okay, I believe everybody needs an altar to their self. Now, yes, altars are a part of you. Altars also represent different aspects, chambers of the mind, if you will, for whatever your purpose is, for whatever your agenda is. So I said self deification because self deification is also about stripping away certain things. By cleansing the doll, yes, you can also cleanse yourself. Of course, you should still physically cleanse yourself because that's like saying I can spray the dollar perfume and not take a shower for 2 weeks and I think I'm gonna be fine. I doubt that, but you want to make sure that you have your poppet. As far as in the case of using a quantum bruja doll for self-deificational purposes, okay. Now, yes, you can use your doll also, like I said, for lower level shit. And to me, honestly, yes, money's important. Attracting a lover, getting a good nut, or whatever, yeah, that's important on a physical level. But even that from another perspective, them shits is it's let's get that shit out the way. That's why we want to come with tools and processes and different things to help you with the lower level shit because there's so much work to do on the higher levels. That's why they call it low magic in the first place. Because a lot of this shit really is, I'm sure you've heard it before. A lot of people, I've heard it said in different ways. But once you start putting your spiritual life, not just life, but that essence, and the way that your spirit actually does things, as opposed to your ego and physical personality, you will see that the ego and physical personality will and must come under the dominion of your soul and of your spirit. Okay, your soul being the primary numero uno, and that's assuming that you have one, because not everybody does. But hey, you wouldn't be watching this shit if you didn't have one. If you was just some automaton, okay? So high five. All right. So, anyways, no, this is not a ShanGO Ray doll for sale. So some people are like, what? 197 for a ShanGO Ray doll? Oh, I know. Some of y'all would love to get your hands on one of these dolls. And you're, I can only imagine, okay? But no, this is not for sale. This is me, okay? This is my actual one that I am beginning to work because I'm taking my own medicine. And I'm telling you, when you start to do certain things like use your pop, okay, for lower level shit, money, love, if it's health, whatever it is, whatever you want to see yourself have. That's just like if you want to, you need a new car. You can probably go find a little Hot Wheel version of the car that you want or something similar. As long as you know what it is that you really want, put that on your put that next to your damn poppet, okay? Next to your quantum bruja doll, and watch what happens. You're going to start enacting things. It's like the butterfly effect. Like I said, in Jamaica, that old saying goes, a mickle make a maku, baby. A little can make a lot. It's like the butterfly effect. The butterfly's flapping his wings over here across the world. Next thing you know, shortly after, you have a hurricane. Okay? So that's the BORA'S quantum BRUJA doll. Okay, and like I said, these are each painstakingly made. Okay, a lot goes into this shit. I'm telling you. You could see. Look at the stitch, man. These are quality. This is quality. Ain't no raggedy shit going on here. Check it out. Kiss my ass. Okay. So I'm dead serious about this. If you're not trying to get a target, at least get one for you. Let this be the basis, the epicenter of your own personal you altar because you deserve it. And let me tell you, you want to start making changes fast? Try this. I dare you. I dare you. Okay? And watch. You can even send just a little bit of your hair, whatever. We will put that and infuse that in the doll. But what is most important here, like I said, is the consecrational purpose. Because other than that, you just have a doll with some herbs and some Irish moss and maybe a piece of underwear or hair or whatever it is in it with your face on it or with whoever's face on it. Okay. But there is a distinct and focused process that must be done with these dolls. Okay. So what we are in actual factual reality doing, we are tethering this to whoever the target is, whoever you want the target to be. You say you're the boss as far as this goes. So the actual process of tethering, okay, on an energetic level, this to the target, and sometimes even in Chinese sorcery, it's talking about you're basically pulling a piece of the essence of that person. But that is enough to whereas you can start making an effect. You can change minds, you can influence behavior. Truth be told, you can even seriously hurt somebody or even kill somebody, you know. But I'm not suggesting that you go and do all of that, okay? But like I said, different times call for different measures, all right? And this is one measure. Now, we did do something similar to this with 3-day binding ritual, but in my opinion, this is light years even past the binding ritual. Yes, I use cards myself for that particular process, but this is so much more thorough. And in my opinion, the 3D binding, yes, very effective, and it's been successful for many, many people. It is kind of like a router from 2008, okay? And BORA'S Quantum BRUJA doll is like a router from 2022, okay? It's on some 5G shit, all right? I'm telling you, man. So if you don't have a target, that's great. But make yourself your own target. I'm telling you, there is power, and it is a very important aspect in your self-deification. No, we're not becoming egomaniacs and narcissists and, oh, I have my own altar and I also think about myself when I have sex and all this. No, I'm not talking about that, okay? I'm not talking about going that far with it, okay? But if you compete the truth in what I'm saying to you, and if you've never even thought of doing something like this, and now the lights is like, dude, this fucking guy's a genius. He's talking some real shit. I want to try that. I'm telling you, the effects move a whole lot quicker. And I mean, I'm almost tempted to say, almost tempted to tell her, we should just offer this just for that purpose alone. But I know some of you want to ensnare the particular target of your choice. This is what you want. Some of you want to punish, cross up, curse, hex, uh, particular target of your choice. Okay. And some of you want to maybe cast healing, wish healing, send healing, transmit and transmute healing and protection. This is what you want. Okay. Well, not this one in particular, but you get what I'm saying, God damn it. So you can find the link in the description box. Head on over to BORA'S BRUJA Boutique. Okay, that will be in the description box. Like I said, that's where we're going to be handling all of our physical products, all of our physical magical products, I'll say. So the oils, the jewelry, the talismans, the quantum BRUJA dolls, and many, many more. More shit to come that you motherfuckers can copy. Okay, it's okay. Imitation is the best form of fucking, what is it, flattery, I guess you could say, is some shit like that. But we get it, we see. All right, it's okay, it's all right. Stay watching, okay? My nuts do have room for a couple more hands so you can swing on them, so it's okay. All right, it's all right. But yeah, you definitely want to. If you want to, I'm telling you, you can also have a circle of protection around your thing. You can keep your poppet also in a mirrored box where the mirror is pointing outward to deflect anything. So while you're away and all that, your poppet, your quantum Bruja doll is working with you because it is basically like a little mini you. Remember Austin Powers? You know what I'm saying? Mini me. Well, this will be literally like a mini you. It's just probably not going to get up and walk around, but hey, who's to say? All right. I've actually seen and heard maybe some stranger shit than that in real life. Okay. So, real occult shit. All right. So, you definitely want to check it out. At least go to the site and check it out. And just come by and say hi, anyways. You know what I'm saying? Come check out the new site. BORA'S Bruja Boutique, and it's spelled just like that all the way across the board. Like I said, link is going to be in the description. You can also find out, we're also going to be, I'm going to start sharing my gift a little bit, okay? I say my gift because she's actually my oracle, all right? So you're going to actually get a chance to sample the product here shortly on one of our lives. But she's also offering our world famous psychic text readings, okay? So it's not going to be on the phone and it's not going to be in your email. It's going to be through the uh, private confidentiality of your phone, of your text messages. So, depending on how many questions you have, you can get them answered in a timely fashion. There's also a rush. So, if you want it within 8 hours or something, hey, hit that first come, first serve, and they're processed in order of received. But you want a good reading, and you need a reading. You don't have a lot of time, you don't have a lot of privacy some for a lot of people, and in my personal professional experience, sometimes some people, maybe it's like, damn, my kids, I can't, I don't want to have to keep stepping outside and all this other things. Now you can do it from the privacy of just a text message. Okay, so you can check that out also. So, excuse me, we will be returning tomorrow because I got a fuckload of ShanGO. I got a lot of work to do, and I've been missing y'all. I also owe you guys some ShanGO, so that is coming tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow. Mark my words, and we will be going live here soon within the next 2 to 3 days. So for those of you who got questions, you're gonna be able to get them answered. Okay, and like I said, come by BORA'S Bruja Boutique. You definitely want to get you. You definitely want to get you one of these quantum Bruja dolls. I'm telling you. Like I said, everything that goes into this, what you would be paying for this, and it's on sale, you better hurry up and get your ass over there. Rat now. RAT now. Okay, as my old pastor used to say, RAT now. Rat now. All right. So he was a country bumpkin. But yeah, you definitely want to get over there. This is ShanGO Ray. Peace and many blessings. We'll see you again on the flip side, all right?